steamed buns. In Vietnam, we call these buns bánh bao. And as you can see in the video, traditional Vietnamese bánh bao has a shape like small flowers with some petals. Good bánh bao normally has a very soft, tender and fluffy dough outside, and the fillings contain pork, mushroom, sausages and salted eggs, or you can substitute with boiled eggs. These are the ingredients that you need to prepare this bánh bao. The first thing that we need to do is to prepare the dough. Add into your mixing bowl the flour, some instant yeast, and then mix everything well. Use a spoon to make a hole in the middle of the flour and then add in the milk and the oil. Then we mix well and knead lightly until all of the ingredients are incorporated and form a ball. Then cover the mixing bowl with cling film and let the dough rise at room temperature for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes resting, we can start to knead the dough. Lightly dust your counter with some flour and then transfer the dough to the counter and then start kneading it. The major kneading techniques include pushing the dough away from us with the palms of our hands and then fold it back, and then push it again and then fold it back. We want to repeat these techniques for several times because they will help to develop and strengthen the gluten strands in the dough. As a result, the more we knead the dough, the more elastic it becomes, and it also gets smoother and also less sticky to our hands. As you can see in the video, this is the dough that I have kneaded for about 5 minutes. One thing that I want to note here is that the dough should be soft enough for us to knead. I mean that it's not too stiff or too hard for you to push and fold it back. If it's too hard for you to knead the dough, then the dough might be too dry, and in this case, feel free to add some more milk or water. The dough that contains more water is always better because the final buns will have fluffier and softer texture. After about 10 minutes, when the dough gets a lot smoother and more elastic, we can stop the kneading stage and then prepare for the first rise. We will continue to knead the dough after the first rise, so it's not really necessary to knead it very carefully at this stage. Shape the dough into a ball. Put the dough into a clean bowl and then cover it with cling film, and we let it rise to room temperature until it's doubled in size. If you don't want to knead the dough by hand, you can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. Start mixing at low speed until all of the ingredients are incorporated and form a ball. Then raise the speed to medium or medium-high and continue kneading until the dough turns to be very smooth and elastic, just like we knead it with our hands. While waiting for the dough to rise, we can prepare the fillings. First, add into a bowl the 2 types of mushrooms with some hot waters, and then let the mushrooms be soaked in water for about 15 minutes. Then slice the sausages. Chop the onions. Peel the shallot and chop it very finely. When the mushrooms are already soft, wash them again with clean water and then thinly slice them. Add the pork into a bowl with onion, shallots, mushrooms, and some oyster sauce, and then mix everything together. So here are the fillings for our buns. We have the pork mixture, the sliced sausages, and some salted egg yolks. I have made a video that shows how to prepare these salted egg yolks, and you can click on the video on the screen to see that tutorial. When the dough has already doubled in size, lightly knead it again. This kneading helps to relax the gluten in the dough. Next, we add in the egg white. Mix the flour, milk powder, baking powder, and sugar together and then sift them into the bowl. Knead the dough lightly to help all of the ingredients incorporate it. Then transfer the dough to a counter and continue kneading until the dough turns out to be smooth and elastic again. This kneading may take about 8 to 10 minutes. Divide the dough into 8 portions. Each portion is about 70 to 75 grams. Shape each piece of dough into a ball. This shaping helps to give the dough a smooth surface. Then cover the dough and let them rest at room temperature for about 5 minutes. Take a piece of dough and then roll it out into a thin disc. Then put all of the fillings onto the dough, including the pork mixture, sausages, and egg yolk. Then wrap it up. Seal it carefully, otherwise it will open up when we steam the buns. When you put the buns into the steamer, make sure to give them some space so that they have room to rise. Steam the buns for about 15 minutes on high heat. While the buns are being steamed, don't open the lid because it will make the buns collapse. These buns are best when they are served hot, however you can also keep them for 2 days in the fridge or 2 months in the freezer. Please look at the caption below this video for more instructions on how to store these buns. Thank you very much for watching this video and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.